You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
It's Labor Day. After all the grind, stress, and queries at the office, it's time to ease your brain, laugh out loud, and feel like the CEO. Laugh with Kindo and my hustle will make sense on Labor Day, Friday, May 1st, 2026. Venue, prestigious Pinto Money Hotel, 7 p.m. Ticket prices, Kindo, 500 millions. Answer, 1,000 millions. I mean, table for 4, 10,000 millions. Adil, table for 8, 20,000 millions. You don't buy yourself plenty. Now come and laugh. No excuse. Media partner, Liberty Online TV, and cooked by Eminence Africa.
I say, it don't make sense. I don't make sense.
Wise men bank with UBA.
Wise women too with UBA.
School pupils in Sierra Leone, do you have a creative writing skills? Would you love to win a brand new laptop and a scholarship grant worth up to 50,000 new leones? Then, this is your moment. The UBA Foundation, with support from UBA Sierra Leone in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, is proudly launching the 5th edition of the 2025-2026 UBA National Essay Competition, as the UBA Sierra Leone has teamed up with the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ, to make it bigger and better. Are you a senior secondary school pupil anywhere in Sierra Leone? Then get ready to showcase your ideas. Write a handwritten essay of not more than 500 words on the topic gender-based violence in schools, causes, consequences, and solutions. And yes, the rewards are exciting. First prize, a brand new laptop plus a 50,000 new leones scholarship grant. Second prize, 30,000 new leones. And third prize, 20,000 new leones. Remember, your essay must be handwritten, not typed. Upon submission, please include your full name, passport photograph, your age, town and district, school name, and of course, the name and phone number of your parent, guardian, or teacher. Submit your essay at any UBA branch, MBSSE regional office nationwide, or the ILRAJ office, or send us a scanned copy to cfcsierra-leone@ubagroup.com. For more information, please call us on 078 200 200 or 099 22 11 22. Deadline for submission, April 30th, 2026. So, sharpen your pen, share your ideas, and be the voice for change. Visual impaired students are also encouraged to apply. the UBA Foundation National Essay Competition, Unlocking Young Talent and Shaping the Leaders of Tomorrow. Write it, submit it, win it.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome. Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. Apologies for that glitch day earlier. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Amina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 17th day of March 2026. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we can talk about two important topics them, where I believe say plenty people at the public want for know waiting they happen na them particular aspects here. One gets for do with the country economy. How the inflation rates and like waiting make people and still a complaint say cost of living very expensive. We they can look at that, the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side of the economy. We discuss under this edition of the Breakfast Show. And also this morning at the Breakfast Show, we all know say over the weekend the government also do increase price for diesel. Well, we can look at the pricing formula. If una don't follow the news, na gonna say Native Consortium, now one of the body them, we always on the talk about say salon fuel expensive based on waiting they happen at the international markets. Well, the crisis within at the Middle East now don't make things on worse. The fuel price on the up, and we want to can discuss the dynamics around the fuel pricing formula and salon. All of that you'll get updates on that this edition of the Breakfast Show.
All right, you self for the watch we send me your message, you comment on any of the topic them where we can discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show this morning. We'll go read some of our messages them later on. We'll say sometimes we can be overwhelmed with the issues them. And apologies because we not can read on our messages them all the time, but when I continue for send we on our messages, they will read them from time to time inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. Today we can look at two important topics them right now where they affect the livelihood of citizens. Them first, we're going for talk about the current state of the salon economy. What really they happen with the economy? Is it that the bio-led administration not able for handle the salon economy proper one? Waiting at the challenges there when they get, waiting need for be done for let them go able for tackle issues of the economy where many people believe say salon economy really bad right now. They can get analysis from somebody where now an economist they can tell we waiting at the current state of the salon economy. From there, we go talk to somebody where now an activist who for a very long time he don't deny the petroleum sector. He don't they advocate for citizens them for let them go get the petroleum products them at an affordable price. Well, all of that we can discuss this morning inside the Breakfast Show. So Yusuf send we your message now the comment section at any of the platform there we watch. But before we can to that quickly, let we join with reporter Maya Tubangura and tell we what waiting happen at court.
Monday, March 16, 38-year-old Mohamed Ali Jallow, 55-year-old Ali Kamara, 36-year-old Soyi Sise, Wena Sojaman, and 40-year-old Anes Aliu, Tima before Magistrate Mustafa Brahmaja, for a police alleged say, January last year, na Queen Elizabeth Road Kisido Kiad Freeton, then defendant here joined hand with other people where police no know, Tifan Lobet Rela, where register AVT 870. And cost $150,000 when a Freetown City Council gets this trailer. We make Lentina before Magistrate Mustafa Brahmaja for answer to 3 count charge them. We get for do with conspiracy to commit crime contrary to law. Lastly, contrary to Section 2 of the Lassini Act 1961, and receiving stolen goods contrary to Section 33, subsection 1B of the Lassini Act 1961. For sake of how the offense serious, then defendants are not saying nothing where the court's been really charged to them. The prosecution team, ASP Joambul, CSP Zaiza, and Inspector Mabel M. Tarawali Esquire. The defense lawyer them, AA Sanko, SF Fumba, CMB Amara, and C. Kamara, make bail application pursuant to Section 76, subsection 1C of the New Criminal Procedure Act 2024. Then continue say, then defendants are Sierra Leonean them and get reliable shorty and go be available anytime where the courts need them. Magistrate Mustafa Brahmaja say, for sake of how the offense serious, he no go give bail to them defendants here, and he adjourned the case to March 23 this year. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Mariatu Mbangura.
Alright. Sorry. Well, from that court report there, we will continue to look at more issues inside this edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV. From court, we're going to UBA Salon as they don't launch their 5th national essay competition for secondary school picking them. Also, we reporter Sunkari Sisebinde and Egona reports.
The United Bank for Africa Foundation, together with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education and the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ, don't launch the 5th edition of the UBA Foundation National Essay Competition, when a platform where they encourage senior secondary school picking them for share their idea through writing, outside they can win cash prize them, computer and other learning material them. Where in the talk, the Chief Operating Officer for UBA, Chiedu Ingene, say for invest in young people now one part the meaningful way them where UBA they use for contribute to the country in development.
At UBA, we strongly believe that education is the foundation upon which strong, prosperous nations are built. Investing in young people remains one of the most meaningful ways we can contribute to Sierra Leone's development and that of the African continent at large. Guided by this belief, UBA Foundation National Essay Competition was introduced in Sierra Leone in 2020. This annual competition targeted at senior secondary school students forms part of UBA Foundation's education initiative aimed at promoting a reading culture and fostering healthy intellectual competition among students across Africa. Since inception, the competition has grown steadily in both reach and impact. Between 2020 and 2023, we received more than 1,500 essays from pupils representing over 500 schools nationwide. A remarkable testament to the wealth of talent, creativity, and intellectual curiosity within Sierra Leone's young population. Yet, beyond impressive numbers, what really inspires us are the life-changing stories that emerge from this initiative. Each year, outstanding pupils are rewarded with cash prizes of 50,000 leones for first place, 30,000 leones for second place, and 20,000 leones for third place. The overall winner also received a university scholarship generously sponsored by UBA Foundation.
The Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ, now the body were responsible for coordinate the 5th UBA National Essay Competition, and the representative, Martin Michael, say they go make sure say the competition free and fair for all the participants them.
For this 2025-26 edition, our team with the help of the ministry has engaged across all 16 districts of Sierra Leone, meeting with the district education officers, school principals and teachers, conducting the media outreach and deploying materials to reach every corner of this country. We want no pupil in Sierra Leone to miss this opportunity simply because they did not know it existed. Beyond the outreach, ILRAJ will manage the assessment process with diligence and independence that our organization demands of itself in all things. We will supervise the final rounds and ensure it is fair, it is free.
Inside your talk, the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, Conrad Saki, talked about the topic where they give to the student them for rights boards inside this competition.
The topic before us is not just an academic induction. It is a meal reflecting a crisis. Gender-based violence in schools, causes, consequences, and solutions. Gender-based violence in schools, causes, consequences, and solutions. There are those who might ask, why such a heavy topic for a competition? Why not something like the importance of civic duty or my favorite hero? However, our topic was deliberate. The National Essay Competition, which is powered by the United Bank of Africa, I actually like the Africa's Global Bank, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, and organized by the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, carries a mandate that goes far beyond simple expanding academic horizons. Certainly, we aim to inspire pupils to think critically, to research rigorously, and to articulate their ideas with clarity and authority. And more importantly, we believe that this competition plays a meaningful role in strengthening the nation's human capital by cultivating academic excellence, nurturing intellectual leadership, and encouraging young minds across the country to engage with the issues that shape our society.
Mr. Saki continue for commend UBA, Ilraj and school administrator them for this effort and end up say the ministry no go able for do all the work them but with collective efforts then go able for push education na the country. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Aja Sunkari say the reports.
All right, welcome back. This is the breakfast show where they watch, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, where they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also now we websites where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. And where they bring this edition come to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura. We can look at the economy this morning and also talk about the fuel price them. But quickly, let's just go and na the tourism sector. Osai, the minister be engaged media stakeholder them this BNTM for talk about current issues them where they happen at the tourism sector. From there, we can talk to studio guests them this morning.
For make any country develop, tourism gets big role for play. When a one way don't help plenty country them for push the economy go before. Now this make Salon over the past year don't they try for sell the country in tourism now other parts them na the world. And this BNTM, Salon don't showcase in tourism potential na the International Tourism Sports where then they call ITB Berlin. When a one of the biggest tourism trade fair na the world where then they all every year na Berlin, Germany. For sake of all this, make the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and the National Tourist Board with the other partner them bring journalists them together for tell them about the outcome of the ITB Berlin this year. When they talk, the Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Nabila Farida Tunis, talk about how the tourism sector they work for push the country go before.
Destinations normally compete not only for attention but for partnerships as well. And that is what Sierra Leone achieved again. Progressively, we're increasing our partnerships with several interlocutors across the globe, and we were able to achieve that at the ITB in Germany last week. And these partnerships are based on investment, the partnerships are based on trust, it's also based on having additional marketing organs that would support the marketing efforts of the destination.
Inside your talk, the General Manager for the National Tourist Board, Fatmata Mida Keru, say this year na year for showcase the country in culture and creativity.
And ITB, which is the International Tourismus Bus, known as ITB Berlin, is one major platform that destination, that market has put together for countries to promote their destination. Ladies and gentlemen, we went there with the destination brand, which is the Explore Freedom, which is the destination brand to showcase not only the beauty of the country, but also to showcase the unique other aspects of our offerings that we are offering in Sierra Leone as a destination. I would also like to inform you that whatever we do at the international phase, we align it with our domestic plan. You know that this is the year of culture and creativity. So what we tried to do was to showcase culture and creativity in ITB and try to let people understand that, you know, apart from the beautiful beaches, the landscape, we have a very unique culture, and we were able to tell our stories.
Fatmata Mida Keru continues say, beaucoup people beget interest by the culture and creativity of Salon na ITB Berlin this year.
Sierra Leone was able to be at the ITB this year, and we did a very strong presentation. They are asking us to send different itineraries. They are interested in our culture and creativity, and they were asking us to send itineraries on culture. They were also asking us to send itineraries that has to do more information on One Nation Reggae, and that was also a plus for us. We also had another trade visitor, Tandila Travel. Chandila, we've been with them since last year. Now they are very much interested. They came in for we had a meeting with them. They came in again for they came for the gastronomy, the mini gastronomy. And then the guy told me that please, we are not ready to start selling goods to Sierra Leone. These are just some of the meetings, highlights of the meetings that we had.
End up say them be able for engage in different in them inside the 3 days where then take na the ITB Berlin this year, and say boku people be show interest in the country in ecotourism and the food them where them be go showcase. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Aja Sunkarisi say they report.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Breakfast Show where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV. And from that report, they will tell you say today inside the Breakfast Show, we can talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of the Sierra Leone economy. And remember, so yourself when they watch the show, can drop your message, ask your question, make comments about the topics that we will discuss na this edition of the Breakfast Show. And a pleasure for welcome at the studio this morning, an economist. And anyway, the other parts of in life, we're not going to discuss here this morning. We say today we want to look at the economy, so we look at strictly the economist part of we're now Dr. Victor Davis. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show, Doc.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure having you here this morning.
Same here.
And we just don't tell the viewer and say today we want to discuss the country economy, how the inflations are like. We know say plenty people when you talk about the economy, waiting and force they focus on. Now how then they get them bread and butter, how things expensive or cheap na the markets, now that's then concern about. But on our way, na economists then can always say leave the economy for the economists. Let them can break down how things are and what need for be done for ensure say we improve on the country in economic status. We know say we don't the time na this country where people don't refer to the country economy as patch economy. So man say na bigger the country the pan. But you want can know currently how the states are like. But from your background as an economist from the classroom, now one can talk about what's in the happen on with daily lives. But let me just start to get a description from your perspective. The current state of the country economy, how you go describe them?
The economy being in crisis even before the Iran-Israel-America war break out. In crisis because we've been get so many problems. Poverty being widespread, plenty people employed in the country, unemployment also widespread, but young people do not get jobs. And that's not the same situation today, but the war in the Middle East don't make the situation worse because it don't increase fuel prices internationally, and the government of Salone themselves don't increase fuel price. And when you increase fuel price, when fuel price go up, everything will go up, because when the fuel price go up, transport don't already go up, and when transport price don't go up, food price, all the food that they eat, plus us, we can have for transport all anything, and the fish, and all other food items, and then will go up, and everything else, and price will go up. So I'd expect, say, we get a higher rate of inflation, we will just make matters worse.
When you look at the World Bank report, it shows say the Sierra Leone economy being experienced slow recovery with 2024 GDP growth, where they be estimate around 3.9 to 4.3, where this for being driven by the mining sector and the agricultural sector despite the high inflation. When you look at this projection for 2024-2025, what thing be really happen in terms of the financial sector and other sector them for let them go able for meet this World Bank estimation?
Well, the GDP growth we talk about now just one of the many indicators of how the economy they perform. The GDP growth really, to me, not the most important indicator, because in general they look at how the economy they go from one year to another. And sometimes that growth they can just come from one small sector of the economy, like the mining sector, whilst the rest of the economy still they suffer. Waiting matter more, not indicators that like waiting where they tell you how the standard of living in the country and GDP growth, not it, or GDP itself, not it, well, the growth, let's say, not they tell you the standard of living in the country. And as I've been on say, poverty widespread. If you go all over the country, you can see poverty also. Freetown yourself, if you go in Lumley region to Junction, this morning at the Canada studio, you see boku woman in old pan they beg. Elderly woman, young woman, and they're old pan, and then at that Lumley area they beg. You go around, you see the youths and they not get jobs, and in the rural areas, not the same thing. So the problem still there. The basic problem we they face now widespread poverty, and it continue up to there.
But when you look at international donor the reports, then it is show say the economy they decline. We mean say the growth they go down. But when you look at government reports, them it is show say improvements they fiscal stability they, but citizens still they face significant poverty. Just like what you mentioned, so the instance you mentioned, and not a Lumley region road no more. If you go to other places, then the amount of beggars them way don't they now na the states, you didn't notice say it don't add. What thing can bring the mismatch between international donor reports them and government reports where they show say stability there in terms of the economy?
Well, the government gets an interest for paint a good picture because it's like then they score themselves. So they're not going to present a negative image of themselves, of how then they perform. And you know, say election not they far again, so they get an interest for give the impression that then the economy they do well. But I don't know if anybody go buy them kind of talk then they, because the economy not they really they do well.
You say elections they near and the governments they score themselves for paint a nice picture out there. The economy that thing where really they're supposed to play politics with.
Well, a good government not for do that, but that's on paper. The reality is I think it's different.
What's the difference?
Now the reality, now the fact that Khadija, within Khadija they talk that the independent reports them. They paint one picture of the economy. They should say the economy not they do well. The people in SSF waiting at the streets, where they live in the country, no say the economy not they do well. Then they bear the hardship, the suffering, and then they face them. But then the government they say if this stability or then don't lower inflation and all the rest of it, where they seem for in this they give the impression say then they try or the economy they improve.
You question the data where the government they pull, because if we take for instance the inflation rate currently they're on a single digits.
Yes.
And if you call any government official and now so we can talk about figures, then go tell you say once the inflation rate they at a single digits, let we know they listen to waiting people and they say na price of things in a market, that's not the economy, but now the figures them where then they look at na the economy. How we go explain that day?
Well, first of all, even if not to say the inflation rate the single digit, that still they should say price they go up, because inflation they measure the increase in price. So even if let's say the inflation rate let's say 5%, it means that the price them last year, whatever they mean, let's say price for one bag rice, for example. You know, it's roughly now like 700 leons for that big bag rice. If we say the inflation rate now 5%, if we apply to that rice, it means that rice they've been cost 700 leons last year. 35 leons go on top. That 5% of 700 leons are 35 leons. 35 leons go on top of that price there. So it will cost 735 leons this year. So price still increase even if the inflation figure on a single digit. Now that's not the point I want to make.
So as an economist, how you go rate the way the bill-led administration don't handle the salon economy from outside the meter in 2018 to outside a day now inside this 2026?
The economy don't deteriorate over time from the time where the bill administration take over. In 2017, one primary school teacher in salary, primary school teacher will get HTC. In monthly salary, for able to buy 5 bag rice without salary day. Today, that same teacher day, primary school teacher with HTC, in salary go only buy 2.5 bag rice. So that they show you say, over time, the earning power don't they decrease for people, the one they will get job. What about the one they will not even get work? But so just one simple example I want to give. Yeah.
Now, outside the MISAM, we make you the compare 2017, for example, to 2026 now. Outside the MISAM.
Well, the MISAM on many fronts. The MISAM first, because I think then the problem with one of the problems with Salone is we too depend on aid. And that's not a problem we knew, not a problem we start with the BO administration, of course, but it seems to don't get worse now, the aid dependence. And them believe say, they not seem for, or rather they not seem for get the belief say we for concentrate now on the on we own domestic situation and solve a problem we self. So the aid dependence, that mindset there for the go bigger, it don't grow, it don't increase. Then I feel say corruption don't grow, corruption not a new problem as alone, but I feel say it don't get worse so much so that what will they get from the natural resources them and what will they collect as revenue is small compared to the potential we will able to get. Then the spending side too, the wasteful spending don't they increase, government wastage don't increase. This government get over 30 cabinet ministers then. For each cabinet minister get high running cost, high administrative costs, salary, vehicles, office, sometimes then they rent office for them. Then get each ministry gets two deputy ministers. Then there are many other presidential appointees. Then the number of public agencies don't increase. So many public agencies they don't create them. We not just they do the same work. So that they're redundant. Most of them redundant. They're not need for the. So but all the agencies there then get boards, then get people away they appoint. And for pay them for one the agencies they are costly. So that make the budget, the expenditure don't go high and revenue they don't. So what they happen is then they run what we call a budget deficits. But the deficit always done there. I know this year I begin on and now with the administration they begin. But this budget deficit it increase. And the way then they finance it now for either then they borrow from abroad, where the opportunities for borrow from abroad is limited, or then they borrow from the central bank, or then they ask the Bank of Salone for give them money. Everything the Bank of Salone they do, then they print money. When down the line they cause the inflation. Another way when they finance the deficit, then they issue treasury bills, they borrow from the public, from commercial banks and the general public. But when you issue treasury bills, you get for raise the interest rate for attract people and for buy the treasury bills. So that did not make interest rate until recently. Interest rate on treasury bills will not go up to 40%. And that means the banks then they buy treasury bills. They not get any incentive for give loans to the private sector, to people, to businessmen and to businesswomen. Or if then they give loans, they will get for raise that interest, they for let it go, for let it match the interest rate on treasury bills. So that they kill the private sector because they know they get opportunity for get loan or credit from the banks. Or if they get safe, it's very costly, they're not able to repay.
You make mention of the creation of new ministries, new agency, and duplication of roles. And you say again, most of them ministry then they will create double deputy minister for irrelevant. But most governments can create them spaces they are based on the agenda programs. President Bio 2018 he calls the New Direction Manifesto. Forum he say it meets salon economy under life support. It be need so many heads now the Ministry of Finance for help and put the economy into the shape where he wants them for let it go able run the country. Before in take over, President Kuma been declare austerity. Usai the economy day now to Usai President Bio meetam in 2018, we say the economy day in a very bad shape. How you go compare the two scenario them as an economist?
Well, if you say President Bio will say meet the economy on life support that 10 day, then that life support they not even exist again. That the economy clearly dead. If at all even need life support, because I don't.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Well, the reality is different. I know they said the economy be rosy at the time, the problems have been there, of course, but things don't get worse now. Whatever the situation in 2017 or 2018, where we take over, the situation don't get worse. I don't give you an example of the primary school teacher salary. Now, more and more people they go out of jobs. More and more people don't get work. Now that will lead to even this kush and other drugs problems over the face because the youths them frustrated.
For you believe say the economy it be na a state where you say it don't die. But when you talk to other economists there, for example, people na the Ministry of Finance, they see that they tell you say they still get donor confidence. While before, donor in the back out of the Sierra Leone economy. But up till now, donor like the IMF then continue for pump money in the Sierra Leone economy.
Well, first of all, the people that are in government, you never expect them for say anything else because they need to keep their job. If they criticize the government or if they tell you waiting really they not their heart, they're not going to outside of this and will lose their job. And this talk about donor confidence, it just they show the aid dependence mentality that they talk about just now. That first of all, let me just say the confidence what we need, not even from donors, the confidence what we need now from the people of Sierra Leone. Now then they elect the government. So if the people and they suffer every day, food not there, then they go to bed hungry. On them, the jobs are not there. They will lose confidence now and then. And the donors them in there anyway during President Ernest Kumai administration. I mean they that and then they now. So I don't really think say donor confidence don't increase.
You still no want for be that person we believe in donor support, but country like Salone, how we go able manage the resources where the country gets, if not relying on those then donor support and they for coming.
I know they say the donors then get a role for play, but that mentality way small thing we don't want to donors, small thing we don't want to donors. Nine wrong. That aid dependence mentality where we believe say or them believe say now donor no more nine go save this country wrong. Donors they never ever save any country in the world. No country now they develop just by relying on donors. A country they develop when through in your own effort. Donors can complement that effort there, but we not they make that effort there. We just don't sit back and they talk about donor support.
What's the efforts we're lacking? Because there are a lot of policies them where the Bioled administration bring for boost the economy and all of that. For you, they're not a work?
Well, the problem now, the political leadership, I think say that the problem. We really they get a lot of rhetoric. How to call rhetoric? I don't know how you call them. What's what you use for or talk, big talk. Yes, that is probably not the word. We get a lot of big talk from the government, but this and that and that. But the reality is different. I think the willingness for manage the country, for take the hard decisions, then we're gonna make the country go before another day. For let this country, for manage the economy well, or for let the economy grow, really grow, and love tackle the problems that we face at this country, we get for tackle corruption. We get for be disciplined. And we get for establish or promote the private sector as the engine of growth. That's not happen now. Now, a lot of the private, even some of the private companies that will be there when the Bayer administration take over, then don't close because the environment for do business as Salone, they get more and more hostile. So waiting we see is waiting the approach we don't see over the years, not to just this government, but over the years, way wrong. Now this patronage system, na Salone, where everybody believes that the only way for get rich, now for lobby for a government job, for lobby for be minister, or lobby for a government contract, or through your connection with the government, you try to get some mining contract. That patronage system, they kill this country. What we need for move towards now the private sector as the engine of growth, for develop the private sector, for create the environment where not just the environment the government need for create, not our own job, not only they go develop the private sector as such, just create the environment, provide an independent judiciary, provide the basic infrastructure, especially electricity, and just keep away from the private sector, stop for harass them. Because the harassment of the private sector, you see all kind of government officials, they go say, wait, show me the paper for this, show me the paper for that, and where they kill business.
How is compliance being harassed?
Now the private sector, I say then they harass.
Yes, because you talk about show me this paper. If any government institution go, they ask for documentation. That's not part of compliance.
But waiting then go ask for paper. Say then if you not give them money, not give them bribe, then they come out. So waiting they really want na bribe, not just an excuse.
Evidence-based statements on a just here.
No, there are a lot of NGOs that don't do. Civil society they don't do a lot of surveys and a lot of reports where they highlight some of the corruption where they go now. Or we've been on the go now. I know they say that just today corruption begin. Yes.
But listening to President Bill, he always want to encourage the private sector for come on board for be an engine to the economic growth we in government official and they hand for.
Well, actions speak louder than words. That amigo say.
So in action them not align with some of the words them
exactly.
They say.
Exactly.
Waiting now some of the things them where they do right for encourage the private sector aside this harassment and corruption we just allude to.
First of all, I've been telling you about the we find that the government they spend way more than waiting in the hand where they lead to where we make them they issue treasury bills and that treasury bills they lead to high interest rate. We make if the private sector, if people want to go get loan from the banks they don't give them because they prefer for even just buy the treasury bills. We're safe. Where then they get 40% interest rate. But then if at all said the banks give loans, it will be at that high interest rate. They will be close to that one then they get from treasury bills. Then that are one. Then two. Now they say the inflation rate don't come down, but in 2023 or so the inflation rate been there at about 50%. Now the very high inflation rate, then where they create they create uncertainty for everybody. When they create hardship for people, then because it means whatever even they buy, 50% more.
You know, things say progress don't they? Because like how you state in 2023 been very high, but now we're in 2026 and it don't go down to a single digit.
As I say, if it depends on how you measure progress, because even a single digit inflation is still inflation. It means prices still increase. Yes.
All right. Continue for the routine at the studio, Dr. Victor Davis, an economist, where they give we own perspective on the current state of the Sierra Leone economy. We don't get we second guest at the studio, Edmond Ambu, when a civil society activist for a very long time. He don't in this space, and if you don't follow the work way, he don't do a native consortium. Now for advocates, for citizens, for let them go able to buy petroleum products at an affordable price. And Edmond don't in this space for a very long time. He don't they stage protest them. He don't they continue for use in voice and in platform for ensure say citizens them get affordable prices when it comes to petroleum products. And this being said, we see also the war in the Middle East. Now one of the things that we government and other agencies in the petroleum sector don't give reason why prices then continue for the go up. As recent as over the weekend, increments they on diesel and other petroleum prices them. Well, at the studio this morning, we want to welcome Edmond Abu. Good morning, Edmond.
Yeah, good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Fambula.
All right, like I tell we viewers them, you don't deny this space for a very long time, and we don't suicide on the advocate for citizens them when it comes to petroleum products. Not to secret say crisis in the Middle East, to send the source of them petroleum products there. So and then they see press release after press release, governments they increase on fuel and other products them. And a lot of people believe say not just a matter of time, it'll go up past how it is so. Firstly, as somebody who don't follow and very passionate about their issues there closely, the increments where the government they make now realistic?
Well, some way somehow, some way somehow, to a little extent, realistic, sometimes unproportionate, and I can explain. But firstly, Khadija, I'm for telling thank you. So fumble them. When they discuss this topic in isolation, I just want for again. I appeal to Sierra Leonean, particularly as CUSI, one particular Islamic cleric, when they make comments and statements against deaths to America, deaths to Iran. The thing where deaths to America, deaths to Israel, the thing where they happen at the Middle East is very, very worrisome and it's scary. It's scary. So this morning while they listing and the crisis don't reach a tipping point. So it's going to hurt. It hurts everywhere in the world. America, Europe, all over the world. So yeah, now we sit down. Liberia, they encourage on the border. People do not go say, hey, that's to Liberia. Some man just they put combat 9 in social media. When I see what Liberia do recently. So yeah, this war, if possible, they go for go protest. Go protest. Now you right for go protest. They say death, but not use the grey, white, and blue. Because Tom not a regular person. Now, no, also they don't ban salary, don't ban some other country. They no can begin say they have with or left back again. Can begin feel say then there's so you gonna have the one state. If they gonna after then I call them citizens there from it. I don't forget the place. Somalia, citizen, non-citizen, just the capu deport. We get people under. So not to a regular person, not to that kind of person. We regular. Then they say, oh, the world Pandora, Britain, this yesterday night, you say, and Europe go for Kayapan for the Amos corridor. So, for the context, yes, indeed, the fuel price don't go up now the world market. But like I say, Khadija, you and maybe don't host me for the past 10 years. Civil society with business, not for just can criticize with they give prescription, or don't they give prescription. Myself to be finance and economic background, I don't give so many prescriptions. Sometimes the government listing, sometimes in a listing. When I look at the pricing formula, when I look at how the increment don't take place, one of the things that we are not really like for a year from the government, when they produce fuel. That statement, and for stop for make that statement at any radio station. Liberia they produce fuel, Guinea they produce fuel, then fuel still cheap pass we and they don't put her up, then say don't put her up. Salon they consume 1.5 million liters a day. That they self they fly because Guinea they produce Guinea they consume 5 times that amount day, but they still not get scarcity. The supply chain disruption, all size supply chain. So all in argument they flat, maybe. The issue is we know say price don't go up. But the tragedy we don't happen, I make with the pull report. The tragedy we don't happen at the oil sector. Firstly, Khadija, from one of the 98.2, I don't tell this government say, una construct from the days of the APC, una construct more storage facility. At least you build something like about 100 to 200,000 metric ton. So if Khadija Bango want for out fuel, you don't need for Kangona MP then storage. Why the super text, the Minister of Trade, they talk say, we have 50 days. That is a flat argument. We get fuel up to 50 days. You don't get fuel, not till you get her. Then people also could shut down the station any day, anytime. They take the nation hostage. So you, Mr. Trade Minister, that's say, we have supply. If they're ready for squeeze the government, they squeeze the government any day, anytime. More so when they don't even get this new player than to the cartel now. The new player like Eco Energy, Aminata, Zala, they one they did on the part of the cartel. Now, yeah, we all see them. When I see them, I tell them, say, now it's a missed opportunity. Over time, from the days of former Pakaba, we fought with Pakaba for letting us harmonize the price. What's up on this? We say, no, Malanko and Red Palma not to the same price. You know, for Putin. All this while, now tragedy number one, the oil markets have been done to make huge profit because they spec the price at the same time. The storage facility, Pakaba begin this away from President Koma can sell because it's a part of them. And then when this government come, they don't see through the sector and make sure they create more storage facility. No do them. So when the Minister of Trade talks, say, oh, we get fear, not so you get them, Mr. Trade Minister. Now then people get them. Which in government for don't do, because now the supply chain you get three players. You get the importers, you get the distribution, then you get the dealers. Then the retail. You understand? So if you no get storage on your own, now they Guinea pass week. Guinea, as at this point, no oil market are not going to talk say the hot fuel. You know, go create any artificial scarcity, even before Dumbuya safe. Because 90% of the storage is being controlled by the Guinean government. Liberia is mixed. So we are pathetic.
You see that situation there as it's been deliberate from the side of government, because if we take for example when they say the floor price and they introduce them in January, nothing not stop them, they introduce and the fuel price been go up. Now, like you say, yeah, the ceiling price, like you say, when I don't they call, don't they tell them say, as a nation, if finally they get the storage facility for themselves. You think say, up to this time, where they're not able to establish that. Now a deliberate thing on our resources, not the following.
I'm very sure something a deliberate because the cartel self no one time. Now just like when the mobile come, they don't go one lecture Airtel SPAC. It's a deliberate. They can get compromise within the government of the day. They can get man them where they say no, this is not necessary after all, so. But government get for certain priorities right. So it may be deliberate or inadvertent. But whatever it is, government, and then not only that, it's also deliberate on the part of government and the PRA. And that is why they call on the incompetence of the PRA. With the C plat. Now make right now for I see for more begin analyze the price and formula, don't begin unpack them. Now PRA don't begin hide the formula from the public. Because me antenna my full self cable interpret that formula. Waiting drive the price. Waiting at the drivers. Who say you don't add? Now PRA don't either now. Because traditionally they just throw figures at the public. And then confuse the public. But now we don't make sure say not only for just unpack the figure, but we look at the drivers. Why make you move this? And native construction, this and what we don't do over time for the past 2 or 3 weeks, they pass 1 million man match. Because now they say they're afraid now. Excise duty. Waiting at excise duty. Infrastructure costs. I remember when I'm interviewing me 7-8 years back, who say the former government introduced infrastructure costs because they want more tax revenue for let them cushion the austerity. I tell them, say no, we not put on so. It was a new phenomenon. Mark you, Khadija maybe this price the formula. Now make at the CPRA they say the funny. One of the days of John Benjamin. Now we begin craft this formula in 2005. So there is no way PRA they hide the formula from native construction when this year. If I answer you say if the market price go up a candle, I tell you back, I let me not pull up. If they hide that formula, they will begin pull up. So secondly, in 3 scenario the Khadija. You get the first scenario where America go bomb Iran, 12-day war. Now 12-day war last June, remember. Price spike. You understand? I must call it or not close because I must call it like I say, they account for 12 to 20% of the world fare. And at the more the sour crude come out. Sour crude and the heavy petroleum product like fuel oil, diesel, in not like sweet crude. So when you look at that side, if I now say, let me if I now say diesel scarce, let me if I now say not begin make price differential. Then if I now say we see inside the government begin pull the Liberian price formula. I say no, Liberia for the past 2 years do not ever touch the petrol price. Mark you, Liberia na 4 liters and they make 1 gallon. So last year, if you look at the formula, Khadija Mebelo now watch them. As of June. Doc, you said go watch that formula. The price will be there for 1 metric ton, that's something like about $700 per metric ton. Almost will be by the liter 25. That's not the tragedy. As at June last year. And then seller, and when the government, that's still what they talk about. Now the government ceiling, no. The government ceiling will be 27. The oil markets as them price will be 25. What do we do? You know, just like when we late grandpa, they say we get 5 women, praise the one woman we sabi cook, so the other one will cook fine. So now so we do them. So make sure say we praise Zala, we get the award. So it sets the competition. On my begin race for price now. Whether they sell cheap. Now make the output at 25. So not to say that because of anything. So if you be left papier one everybody for the selection. Maybe I can't to scenario 2 now as at January. When I all sit down back again, we'll see who say Fantamadi. Then go back to the parliament, just like the former government, they increase the excise duty. It's not tariff, not tax. For me, as a finance person, I don't prefer a Fantamadi for me just release them figure that they say small. You understand? It be 2 lions per liter. Make her like 3 lions. So what did they do as of January? And this was a miscalculation and a tragedy on their part. Imagine like I tell now, the metric ton be the 700 as of January is still count down. So fair price we don't count on. I make mama put your own price down from 17 cedis per liter, it count down to 10 cedis. Another missed opportunity. You for don't still put your ceiling down to 24.
So waiting at the motive where you they see in as much as there's this crisis at the Middle East, but we compare the prices to other countries in the region, Salonion still up.
Because of the incompetence of the PRA. The PRA is not sensitive and they're not able for this now conman sector. You get for think like conman. This not to imam them, not to this now people if they want put 1 lion, they want make 100 lions. So you get for think like so first thing first, look at almost in at the plat. PRA not be the pay attention. And I don't know why. What I mean by the plat, almost the sell. Mark you, Khadija, maybe let's say this. Aminata, na Liberian company. Connect, na Liberian company. This MP one at the season also. It the Ivory Coast, it the Liberia, it the Guinea, they are. But they do it, they do so. This MP, they need do am na Ivory Coast because they're not a major player. They're not a citizen there. Yeah, now they do am because they control 60% of the market. So what did not happen now? We make a difference. I don't know. So the one difference now that we PRN watch the plats. No, be the number 2. No, will control the price for let them bring the ceiling down to like 24. When the price, doc, you go see the formula. See, you see. Now, if you find out that as of January, now 686. This no, as at March 686. So if I did 686 per like petrol, it's still there past June. That's where the war. So you see the tragedy. So waiting for answer Khadija question. Number one, I agree. Say yes, fair price don't go up. I agree. And then supposed to put her up. Proportionately, yes, I agree also say if for they even they at 35-40, I agree with them. But you can do something. Waiting there for do, Khadija Mabel. 1, all man needs for make sacrifice now. 1, government let land for let's go. This is why I believe I wish you for me get a very strong Edmond go talk, but Edmond not get force. On how long suicide I don't come on 98 where they don't arrest me one. But if the opposition as a unit say anything, now we be going to parliament, now we say let's bring the excise duty, law put her up. On a law suspend that 3 lions force bar. Now 5 lions. But you get a baseline. Look, when you want to compare this thing, you get a baseline. June end at the baseline. June of the same when that 12 days war. June outside the excise duty be then 2. As of January to now, almost be then 5. So you opposition, not to just take your selfish interest, put the people interest, say, okay, government, if you not put that 3, will they walk out of parliament? Now so other democracy did they do.
This current opposition, where you know, then go want for do that.
No get appetite. They don't get this opposition are they care opposition.
Because I just want
they don't get
them prioritize
not themselves.
Tripartite electoral.
How many times Khadija don't host JJ Safari be they blow the textbook economy? They take the government back to back. How many times? Today night they talk so like say get all the solution fiscal surveillance, pam lululala. You get all you as finance minister under APC, you don't get all the solution. When I interview many times in 98, then now you as finance minister, you're not able to do nothing. As chief minister, you not do nothing. So this opposition is a decay opposition. They don't get appetite for this. Now then selfishness. But what they say, what if as a people come together? Okay, Papa government, land for let's go. You are pulled by the excise duty bar. The Kweda fuel 32 petrol. Pull 2 lions first bar. Khadija, instant fuel they go 30 lions first. You come to the other flip side. You can go to the cartel now. Almost the cartel they make me bell. They know, as if they list me, they know. I don't provide consultancies for so many petrol stations. Before 2024, they make 1 lion's profit margin. If we now look at, there is some component when they call component, I think that's 15 or 16, distribution cost component 16. Now 5.2 to 90 days. Now this profit margin, 90 for both the OMC, now fictional figure on paper. in practicality, one gain dealer because now 3 people and then at the supply chain. The importer, the distributor, the tanker driver, and then you get the dealer. So one gain person can be importer, it can be transporter, meaning tanker driver, then it can own the station back too. So they make profit on 3 fronts. What I think say if I was a PRA, because what they can criticize, go give solution. Khadija maybe they don't follow me, and then they just come for make government look bad.
They come to the solution aspect of but let we make the people understand this morning. When you look at other countries them with better economy, because for Dr. Davis now, we don't talk about the economy before you come in the studio. And believes says hello economy don't die, nothing not left para again. But countries with better economy, whenever there is a crisis, then they put mechanism in place for cushioning the effect of the citizen there.
Yes.
You agree, say what we all agree. What are the things them in terms of this petroleum product? What you don't see say government don't put in place for cushioning the effect on the citizen. They put anything in place?
Now they drive so. Number one, we not get shocks mechanism. I don't tell you about the problem. See, we not get storage facility on we own. Let's say for instance, government for go bring cheaper. There is a cheaper Russia fare with the leaking then at the Gulf of Guinea. Most of the one at the within the West Coast they buy. You understand? So you government not get your storage. So let's say somebody want give let's say put one give fuel to Salon now. La one dash on nobody's fuel. Outside the storm. Pass you gonna Eco Energy, pass you gonna NP Leon code storage. That's not sustainable. They can float you out of the market anytime. They go say after no go paper go me say get load. I get load no can. So you see the problem, which make me too different. Now come to the solution. I agree partly. I'm not going to talk say the economy don't die or whatever.
Yeah, I just want to make a correction. I'm not mean say the economy don't die. I say if like you've been quote President Bill, you say it meet the economy on life support. I say if now so even there on life support at the time, well now I will say it don't die.
Okay.
But
well, like I said,
well, no. The point I make is and. If you have to use that analogy, that comparison, the way you make, the economy not die it. Okay. But now when you say been there on life support, in other words, it don't worse that. It don't so if you been there on life support at the time, like I describe them, that means it don't worse now. So after life support, waiting next, death.
Well, no deal economically, yeah. But from looking at from the economic standpoint, I agree with Doc one side. We talk about the exchange, but we talk about the interest rate. That they don't count, it suffocates the economy. Now, like we say, if the private sector, you're not able to give loan to the private sector, you the bank they go for safe lending when I let the treasury be a bond. And at the end of the day, if maybe one for go now for loan now, I mean the bank they see and say, you credit risky because 23, not going to give 23%. Now 40%. And then domestic borrowing, then they will get too many pressure on the economy. Now problem. So I totally agree with her on that side. So now that side I think say government go for try for road, come away from that. For that the government will get appetite for begin trust private sector. You understand? Then you
based on the analysis we don't give on what's they happen between the PRA and that of the one way they deal with the fuel business. Based on all the analysis we don't give this morning, is it safe for say the fuel dealers and the government as well they cheat the people and when it comes to this issue of fuel and the pricing? Are they cheating us?
Well, the government indeliberate. I'm not gonna say I cheat. In there I can see and say like the a little I can see some amount of incompetence. Not to say not like cheat, because government union tax is then direct. All the tax they see, so the extension of infrastructure cost we would introduce in 2016, all na so it be done did. You understand? So to come to your question and the solution, where they drive, well, like imagine the two to it Khadija they ask. One, government for ready for let's go now. I don't say about the let's go, Government for ready for let's go some of the taxes. Two, if I was the PRA,
tax then they again they raise money
but you for
put other side.
Yes, not only one get the raise tax. And this is not the other question again. This question where the get for make feed salon. Look, all the other economy there. Like me, I said they raise tax for this. So let this salon government not begin take like say now we want get one tax by petroleum economy, petroleum. And they all Libya they take tax, Guinea they all the tax they all the triple taxes.
About the tax. We come petrol and other products them. Some of them taxes there, so they come out from the international donor them and the advice.
No. Only one they come out from the international donor. than excise duty. In fact, in uniform na almost every other country excise duty within I think 1815. Eh?
Yes, 5 million per liter.
5 million. Yes, that excise duty what they say then go to now 18. But that infrastructure cost all not come up from the all the one they say. So like
the 10 now.
Like the
government they put out to the citizens and for understand some of them tax there, not so we making just like waiting be happen.
When me say for all you listening back to me back.
Waiting be happen before 2018 election with the IMF and the former President Koma in administration.
Thank God you interviewed me severally on that.
He refused for listening to the IMF then day.
Okay, let's tell you what happened. And I think say thank God, fortunately when I interviewed me severally on that. What did the APC government do? This excise duty way they see, doc now who's nine numbers again? 15?
Yes.
Liter. Yes. Okay. This not to the excise. Waiting them they do because one, the government as a then go legislate what we call the PFM Act for let you get a single treasury account. So then go take a loan under an ESCOMA. This loan, part of the loan conditionality was one, for let you mobilize more to it. Because when I made they trust you, they want to see a predictable revenue. Who side did they predict say, nah, yeah, we get with money will trust you. So the excise duty for them are one. You understand? So for let you like begin make a left from me on na team will understand. Now they not care about all what you put now. Now maybe they say, oh, fail, they go say, oh, now lock the product, pull that excise duty, not subsidize. So what did the APC government do? They left that black area they blank. They say, oh, they subsidize. Then they can't put infrastructure cost. They see all the other components they add them. So IMF they say and they say, I think they don't begin chew by the back door. Number one, unable pay. Number two, you never institute a single treasury account. Number three, you never meet to you so then pull out. So when this BO government come up, JJ Safa, they say, okay, well, would they go according to what you say? When I come back. You understand? Now, what it then don't do now, inside this formula.
Was that what they for celebrate as a political gain say, oh, IMF may don't back out, who don't bring them back?
Yeah, well, normally...
Or they've been just a burden on the people.
No, the IMF will blackmail you. The IMF will blackmail you internationally. They will make you look bad. Like say, oh, you know, response. They did it to Pakaba, not to Anescoma, no more they do. They will blackmail you. So what they do, they call like people like Fantama, they don't go as neither the first economists who I don't see don't go as far as the World Bank board. They don't go to that echelon. So then what then they do, then they play on both sides. But sometimes I can even tell and say the one that they play and so, yes, you look they navigate through the waters, but look into the you see, Khadija, I beg, I wish you can just with your leave. Waiting. I don't tell you say they play on both ways, but then self get problem with this formula. In the very Fantamadi back, now go back at the time like this, you go read them. People like AKK, now the parliament, they're waiting them. But as a party, you understand? So you can't institute. I don't tell you about what I do. Now they come to really waiting. One of the other things with the government, with the PIA for don't do. Like I tell you now, this is not a Juman economy. This is not conman sector. Now mafia sector. Think like a map. Me say when they sit down so now, so I don't work in the sector. I know they tell me na angelo. But what I think you do? Okay, all the dealers they wanna come. We know almost wanna be the make. Now this one be the make before now on a profit margin. That meeting was a crime scene. I tell them, cut me back on this. The chief minister be just go there and jewel there for let them snap and take picture. Now picture me see. After that, no, I defend the statement. After that, the way they come out, what you see? If you are not come out from 25, go to 28, doc, 5, not so. Guess what? They miscalculate. They be think say, oh, they don't get them. One a paddy. Then people are not to paddy. Waiting at them paddy na profit. How do they make profit? So that meeting was a crime scene. And what to make you see na a crime scene? They attempt to get the same meeting in June. That same June. Because then they don't watch them. You know, ever get their audience. Other machinates down and people like chief minister back again. Forgot them back. When you want go then they. So from June to June 2025 to January, you don't introduce your excise duty. Then you don't introduce them. Then you know only the man make a profit. So what did they do? Then scarce the fuel. Now make the thing go to 28.5. Now the real tragedy in that then come up by right now not be so. But then they think they don't mind. In period they don't mind. If it's so when they add 1,000. The people themselves go just make at 26. So people no go feel and they miscalculate. As they add down the NSF put a straight, all man sell now 28.5. Price spike, it creates problem. Not to so you regulate the sector. There are people. So like I come back to my point. When you don't see now, you don't begin to say, okay, they can tell you if me not be PRA, you they tell them at their face. Now 4 years so be the make. Do ya? I be gonna say let's go. Now left 2 years. This na Iran war. Now left 2 years. Who said they let we own? But what if you for lead by example, you the government, make like you the left. Wait, not to just one component, maybe they take all. Then why they see they begin take like 5 cents, 2 cents. Where you catch all, so by the time you do it, government don't pull like 2.5. In fact, there is a component where they call themselves this freight something. I think component 10 in a corrupt money. You know, then the supply chain. Therefore, don't pull and they. Therefore, don't delete. They don't obliterate and long, but they still left on day. You understand? Enough to post for DD. So if we really I make PRA don't begin hide the formula now. If we cross-examine this formula, President Bio allow we cross-examine this formula. Good. By the time you know it, fairly go up to even with the one at 30 millions. So you tell the oil markets before you can Khadija, the OMCs, so we had the OMC, the dealers, una self make una own. At least una left 1.5. We said they left 1.5, but they left 2. So if you don't take 3.5, by right fear for go down. This is not to magic. What are they talk? So not to theory, not to textbook are they talk. This is just practical, just learn for let's go. When you let's go, nine the up with the other economy. So you self learn for let's go, then you self learn for let's go, then the transport ministry, the Keke Okada, we self will begin talk to we self. Okay, law should travel safe. At least you will be the feel safe for Keke from Usai from Chaka Steve Street to Red Pump. If you take and tell you, no make can tell you so. Yeah, if you take and tell news. But we'll get a transport ministry when they communicate. Then wait no more than like for announce price increments. So you find out, see.
But their ministry they perform so well now, the chief minister and performance contract.
Anyway, I don't want to go to that. But once no more they say, as at this point, Fambulem, yes, feel for go up, agree. But law land for sutra we safe. Law we all land for law we all land for let's go. Government force ready for let's go. Again, for back to waiting doc they say, you for land for cut down your spending. President Bio, you travel, cut and down. Khadija, maybe when I tell me wait, okay, me not say me na munkwa kamona mafuluka. When I tell me waiting the Ministry of how you call them, resident minister Western area they do. How when last one ever hear about that? That's a job lot. You not supposed to forget that ministry. The President Bio for deleter. You get certain ministry, the now agency when they do absolutely nothing, cuts down. So because the more you travel, President Biona, the more you go to Forex. And they say you the chief more. Because not to Lyon see the go with. So cut your coat according to your size. You don't need for announcing you get austerity for political purposes. Just cut your coat according to your size. Secondly, they count to the revenue. So many leakages in the around, even at the mining sector. I was shocked when SLRSA, they say some Chinese motorcar they pass 1 dozen and all I see. Then I just example for tell you see, these are leakages, different a pothole. So what do you government for do for let you mobilize more revenue on the fiscal side? Go after, because if you see begin go after them predictable revenue there, so when a lifeline product to them, you they create problem that the economy and they make you they get inflation. So begin, for instance, the marine sector. You're supposed to forget something like about 40 projection, economic production. You're supposed to forget something like about $40 million. Now you need to get up to 20 or 25. Why? Because you get too many poaching, stealing, illegal fishing in marine waters. See what you used to do for police that side. Then you can generate more revenue. These are all the real sector. These are all revenue streams that we you government for go after. When you not go after them because what to make it final say they go after this one and telecommunication. Because it's easy, no, so it's predictable. Easy. They need strain for getting money.
Then I mean, just one to add to it in Edmond, they say the government actually in tax increase. If you look at that infrastructure development fund,
yeah, from June to January.
Yes, before this Iran war, now been 2 leos 50 cents per liter for petrol. Exactly. Now 3 leos 44 or so. Yes. So they make more money.
This is to excise duty.
Yes.
In order to wait till the legislature. I tell you, this they introduced after the COVID, the how you call them, the coronavirus. You understand? No, corona, no, Ebola. Una interview me on this. This now after Naya and Escoma they introduce this one. So wait it and doc, if you watch this, as of June to January, they even jack the figure down. This very instant, when item 25, anybody they watch them. January, Khadija, maybe when I would pay attention to the figure there also. As a January na 25. Now if I not reach to na 2, then every day as June, every day 3. As a January, they make out 2. So this is a figure they will play with.
So Doc,
they will play with the figure.
Economist now, before we come back to Edmond. Based on all the figures they are don't reveal this morning, it clearly shows the government they cheat citizens.
In a sense, because one for now, just for repeat what I said just now, when they increase the price in March, the fuel price in March, automatically they increase the infrastructure development fund when one of the taxes. We've been expecting them for actually lower because for cushion for reduce the impact of the price increase. So it been there 2.2 leons 50 cents per liter for petrol. January, yes, before March, January, like you say. Now 3 leons and 44 cents. So they gain from this situation. Then what way are they think of is, yes, world market price don't go up, but this increase where the government increase price, now on the existing stock of fuel, what they mean buy at the old price.
Not to like new ship.
Not to, exactly. So they gain. Now in that sense, then they gain from this situation.
Apart from the gain, sir, that because the man has squeezed the government. So government begin battle between affordability and price increment.
Who's man them?
The dealers, the one makes is there's say they create artificial scarcity. Why make MP they do this kind of thing like They no create doa. They no more get mind doa. So they create artificial scarcity. They lock the fuel. So this is boil down to it is super tax. They say, oh, we get enough here for 50 days. No, you get that. Not so you get that. So once you create that opportunity, not to say government say one for increased tax really. So once they squeeze them, fear, no, they will begin to line. Waiting they happen. Now for Canada the table for car increase. So when you come for car increase, and this is why I get really mad at the PRA. They not be need for church this figure. Look what doc they say. Now make if you go on my Facebook page, I analyze and not be need for church this figure. Now I always make now that they hide the formula. They release again.
Edmond, President Bill no seen from where it came 2018 to now. Put aside the crisis system, the global crisis that we normally in government people can say now because of global crisis. But President Bill no seem for able for put this particular sector under control in terms of stability. What's in the problem? Is it that you don't get the right set of experts them around that sector there? Because this current PRA man don't they for a very long time. If my memory serves me right, since President Bill take over, sure. Finance minister they don't change them. Trade minister they don't change them. What in really they have
and what in do
put this sector
according to the old PRA Act, it not be for supposed for the day after 5 years. So what they don't go change the act and call it NPRA. Then they extend in time. Then that be the other criminality that they back with them do. But all left that there aside for let it stay. So it continue for the day. Me another problem with Baloa. President Bioki wanted the only thing let do the right thing. Now, like I tell you, the difference between President Bio and Escoma. Now that's Bible says if you want for kill the serpent, you get for think, you get for be wise like the serpent. And it's come in a be player. If you don't get shares force before ever they can have power. So in know the sector. Now make it you see they can't run like businessman. So it be the knack profit here. So it's a be for say no cost this line. This one now to bukuman them. They not sabi the business. They not sabi the look tea around the field. Everyone look TVL. Everyone if you behave like a criminal. And the only way they get grip not to buko one. Asabi almost on they go by. We see, okay, forget it. If you see begin tell Takade na Bombay State, if you begin when you go by, you know say, I know almost they go by na Bambo Iluma, they free the business. So if you want jack the price, if they know say, Khadija know this price, oh, so now be careful. So now they begin coil and downforce. So the question what they keep asking PRA, are you not seeing the plot? Don't you know that the price don't plummet, it don't canon at the world market? Doc, if you watch the figure from June, now the survey it comes to 630. And a major reduction than the why you not put you down? So it means you need a SIAM. Now, it's either you make like SIAM or you didn't compromise with the oil markets for make big profits. Because situations like this, the reason why they make other people they put their own down. Now, because situations like this, you not go able to again, because you don't compromise. So the PRA is highly compromised.
Because that's what I ask you, say, what you go recommend, say, need for be done at the PRA? If the sector, then for really look at what's in the happen, because if like how you they explain, then they watch at how the plats they work. It's either somebody there where they work with the dealers them, not they make the reality come out, then they try for mass under, and the burden come on the people them. What you go recommend, say, need for be done at the PRA currently?
You don't need for be doctor, you don't need for go read economics of finance like Dr. Edmond. Just look at the figure from petrol, 630 of 700, a candle to 630 as of January. You don't know say price on candle. So maybe you don't need for go down. This time for Naime can say that the exposure than they. So if you never put your own price down, you left your own 27, you make you sell in 27, and mark you then people are then sell at 22. I post them, we all know then sell it. So they will sell at 22. So there is a compromise on the part of PRA. Then number two, like I tell you, the superstructure, the storage facility. Khadija asks about the storage facility. You still not get storage facility. Then people are able to squeeze you. You still not get. The 65,000 where APP gets, okay, it look a bit liberal. Wait, what they say APP, Eco Energy, now in the getter now. It look a bit, so create more on a BOOT model, financing model, or on a PPP, like when they build the airport. Count investor, okay, investor can bill, and when you don't bill, law go into percentage, like when they do the toll road, where you can bill at least log more story, can't go na Solima. So President Bio no be look at this side. And then the man there, the dealer they no say, this government not to businessman and not to savvy.
So President Bio no get the right people in this sector? That's not the question I'll be asking.
No, I don't think so. I not really, because this is not demand and supply. When you go down, now for put on down. When you go up, now for put up. Khadija, this is not simple, easy one. You know, this days you don't need for say, oh, you get for study this figure. You don't need for sabi then figure also. We all know say when PI go say okay. Wait, land on this. I beg, Khadija.
Then at the ministry for advice and that ministry.
You think say Supertex not to say economist? Doc no say Supertex na economist.
So why are they not doing the right?
But Supertex go can't tell you say, oh, waiting, we get stuck up to you economists need to talk so. So the issue is now. They don't tell you say, crisis like this, Khadija, you know be need for church that infrastructure cost again. In fact, what would be the expect? The infrastructure cost $1 now. If then get one argument right, yes, fail for go 35 proportionately. PRA can't tell you back again, they can't sit on a radio television, they say, well, we reduce them, but they reduce them proportionately. Meaning, if it cannot by 20%, when they say loan are reduced by 20%, but at least 15%, no so doc. That's why we go no so on the sutra the people. But when the fuel can by 20-25%, on just pull 5%. That is not proportional. That's a reduction only. And President Bio they see. President Bio they watch television, they watch who say Edmond, they talk say doctor, they also. So they take and say, and the reason why they make a decision, sometimes Edmond too ugly. Edmond don't take for this business. President Bio no go. Okay, what about the opposition? So now make you see when he said they tempt the opposition, say, on a grab. And they continuously attempt they say una grab because una get voice past Edmond and Doc. Una get voice if una put on a foot down. Say, you know what? This is not crisis system. Do you have this infrastructure? Una cut and down to 1 bar. But this is not 3.44. Not say they pull 2. If you pull 2 now, so petrol, feel longer 30 million first. Exact. And the opposition get heavy voice. But if you guys say, yeah, this election, this not going to be so. That is nonsensical nonsense.
So then an accomplice.
Now they care opposition. Now because look, not your own as you don't increase that I see them do anything. Then go just talk no more, then get 1, 2. But like that energy, I mean, when you see them vibe, the energy where they put, we can't pay electoral justice, we can't pay what you call that electoral commissioner, no for waiting. You see them get energy.
They're asking for.
No, because the issue
will change if they put
weights now. No, that's you. If they put weights now. Now these people want this is the church people. In fact, you go find out say watch. Yeah, I know they can radio tell. I don't need for be popular. I don't want popularity. I don't want one drag. I want get outside the drag. But when you talk this, you the church people, politician. Now watch the flag bearer. Watch them, Doc. Watch them. Good. If they talk about this.
Me that flag bearer.
No, I'm just saying. No, what shall they say? No, what shall they say? Okay, not to Doppler. I'm just saying.
No, I keep that side out, but go ahead.
Maybe Khadija, they know say whether they might be the opposition. They know how they be the talk. Hey, Then they take the APC back to back, like almost every month. One mean on issues. Then they work out on issues. Now that mean one let this APC for they do them. Not to just you political, selfish political interest. So what they say? You they see them, watch them. So photo shoot flag behind them. Now this them for the talk. When Edmond they talk, so the public out there they like Edmond. But you don't need for like Edmond because Edmond not going for go stand election. Edmond go talk, but if me a politician, I mean a flag bearer, take this thing, maybe wanna give me airtime. President Bio, look at this thing. Now so. My brother, you dey get more political capital than where Edmond talk. This is the point. Because this is politics. So all what JJ Safari they do there. Now for let people they know say, hey, the bread and butter akara, the bread and butter, then you see people they call it JJ there. Wait, Khadija did the interview. Hey, okay, JJ get all the solution. When they put her there now Wolulu. Now, yeah, fiscal surveillance. Now, it's not now. You don't begin to entertain President Bio back. What am I saying? You see what JJ they do? This now mind game. Politician, you get for be savvy. My brother, I have been in the. I'm more than 50. I don't. I sabi them people here. Then too, when you want for political capital, this is what you make. How can you talk about president of this is not a mandate. If anything you do, safe, you get for be rooted in law. What did they do? So this law. Electoral justice was not inclusive. Electoral justice not to be constitution, not to be law. Now be just political, now be arrangement to do. They don't even there all the politics. We all know they work at the all. Now be there no more than go lock and say whoa. They say tripartite. Tripartite was not inclusive. What me antenna sanama bolonto. We really interested in now. Transport don't go up. Jeep don't go up. That person get picking, they get two picking them. The salary need to go up. How this thing go for? How it affects them? For me, this is why I said there are people within governance, both on both sides, when they're not sensitive to the plight of the people. You got to be sensitive. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Be as a mayor. Let me tell somebody the other that tell Mike Bear, they go paper now. One, Liberia plat. I said, Mike, that Liberia plat, when it man higher, now me can some contract for logo do. Edmond Sidon also me pocket boss Lexus. The guy then go get money, me say go now go do the thing small. I say, Braya. So not talk about Liberian formula as no one. So the issue is, let we learn for let's go. The transporters, maybe, because all this, they get a pass-through effect on the transport. Now you know also don't maybe Khadija. Then go buy bus. Waka find bus. They say, Lumley to CBD. The poda, the commercial, in they take 5. Calabaton to CBD, in they take 5. You, government boss, will have $7 million for sutra people there. Now, free money will go up and all back grant. Then you make up. You grab now, you make an hotel news. Is that right? Then, as they say, fear long go up to 28. Now you force put your price up. I mean, maybe you go say I hate. I'm not getting no regret. I'm not getting no apology. You go say I hate President Bio, but this is not right. Not to you for doa. You now government's boss. Not to you force for increased price. If you force to increase, what do you expect the keke Okada for do? Now tell me about. If you don't tempt it now, say let themselves begin. And the keke them, for me, this is where I really want to made me better. Not to the fuel products, not my problem. Now the effect we get on the transport price on Ogre and Bala, now they make 9 Edmond, now they hang me out. And we look at the crisis in the Middle East, it don't begin reach a tipping point. America not seems for able Iran. And we don't know when this thing will last. What if today we wake up, they say fuel price don't go to 150? Can go begin to mama? So no begin weather the storm. We're not here to make anybody look bad, but President Bio do with the big. Mamuto one with the big. This excise duty, una pull panam. The oil marketers do ya. I can tell on 4 years they make. Khadija maybe when I count Edmond on this for the past 2 years, the more profit they make as dealers, they don't ever make another one whole dunya life. Now make you find out say they even want to be the proliferation of fuel station. You know now the other way Balua they say, can you imagine? They say fuel longer up, you say you put moratorium on illegal. It shows that what they say the man is incompetent. It shows that you get illegal stations. But guess what? Then illegal station and then they back the sutra people and back home. So you don't need Dante. Why you forget a station where you don't know say this one registered, this one unregistered again? And fuel station not like Poyobafa, where the bill no more just like that. So what are we saying? It's still exposed to PRA. President Bio, for all you do, just left Balua the no more. Let Didi, but let do the right thing. We don't even care. I did it, I know did it. But if they do the wrong thing, they come, they talk now, so me and Doc, they put the price, the formula, the man in a Minister of Finance will come back again and do it, please. We don't know hide this formula. If now, like, it don't go to 25 now, what are the drivers? Doc, you go, know? You don't know.
All right, Edmond, let me come to the economist quickly. Edmond don't reveal a lot.
Yes.
We clearly don't show Sina some of the things and this we make really hardship there on the citizen them. And now the economy no seem for the under control. President Bio not able to get this sector righted since we take over governance in 2018. As an economist, if you find yourself in their solution, in their position there, how you navigate your way through so that the ordinary citizen them, because right now the World Bank Economic Outlook report they show say Salon the youth sector alone need over 75,000 jobs. We're not even there.
Yes. We for fight corruption. Like Edmond may not talk about some instances of corruption. He mean they talk about corruption at the fuel sector, but corruption they all say. Not just the fuel sector. Corruption they everywhere. They pay revenue collection, they pay spending. So the government for fight corruption.
What do government they miss by the fight against corruption? Because also the first and this you don't mention and inside the breakfast show this morning. What's in they miss?
I don't think they're committed for fight corruption. They're not committed. If we get committed,
they're not committed.
They no one fight corruption.
Because when they see the ACC can show receipts and say, then they do recoveries, then they go courts and all of that. Waiting at the aspects when they miss.
I think they're not really. We need a leadership we're committed for fight corruption, and we go lead by example, not just by words. Leadership by example for fight corruption. Then one, the government for cut wastage. We don't talk about the foreign spending. The foreign visits, the foreign foreign trips. When I did the small dollars, then they go. They for cut down and they severely. Then for reduce the size of the government, the ministers then tuboku, the public agencies then tuboku. They for cut them all. The presidential appointees then tuboku. They for cut them because then they do the same work as the minister. You get presidential appointee for environment, for gender, for this. Then you get minister for them same areas and they back. And you minister now for be your advisor. So you don't need them presidential appointees. Then they yes. Then for create the environment where genuine private investment go flourish. People who really want to do business go come in and get the confidence for do business. Right now, people are not get confidence for do business as alone. One, because the judiciary is not independent. If a businessman get problem, it take the matter to court. The judges they're not independent. Now a phone call and go decide the case. So therefore, make the judiciary independent. Yes, and therefore provide basic infrastructure, especially electricity. Yes, so these are some of the key policies that we need for implement for let things go before in this country.
All right, a lot of messages are coming. Some could ask several questions to the two studio guests. Like we apologize earlier. Yes, I will not be able to read on a message. To the one for you some time for reading a message so that the guests go answer the questions we on another ask. We go watch the message we don't come in so far. The very first one I go look at from Amadou Kagbo. It said, Dr. Davis, during the APC regime, the economy was on life support because salaries were paid on bank overdrafts, which is a loan that is not the case now. So this economy is not on life support. The inflation rate has dropped from 17 to single digits of 6. The exchange rate has been stable for almost 2 years. Why do you think the finance minister has been awarded the best finance minister by the African Leadership magazine? As an APC flag bearer aspirant, they should not be invited to analyze because they are speaking like propagandists, which we know the APC for.
All right, this one from Ibrahim Stephen Koma. They say, I'm hearing Dr. Davis saying that oil companies, stock dealers are making more profit on their old stock. But you forgot that when the world market prices rise up, the stock at hand must be raised as well so that you can be able to go and buy enough quantity.
All right, we look at more messages. This one from Rosato Kamarafula. I say, what has he said that offends the government? You can what can you say about the economy and what is happening now in Sierra Leone?
All right, more messages. We don't come. This one from Lolo Gasparini. They say the opposition and themselves no more than care about, but they don't care about the people. It's sad.
Ibrahim Steven Skroma say Edmond is very professional and knowledgeable in his field of civil activism. He criticizes with great passion for the ordinary people, not to like political economists them, where they call them.
Tijan M. Kaikai. I really admire Edmond Abu on his knowledge of fuel dealings in the country.
All right, look at more messages we don't come in. This other message again from Zeta. I said, Monabu, you are one of the many Sierra Leoneans who are responsible for the predicament of the country, but we, the well-meaning Sierra Leoneans, will put you guys to strict scrutiny.
All right, quickly on YouTube. This one from Kube. They say, if you become the president, will you have a commission of inquiry for the past government? I think this now for Dr. Davis.
This one says government and the OMCs are listening and taking into consideration what Mr. Edmond Abu has always advised. Things must have been much more better.
All right, this other one, they say the day we will be sincere to ourselves as Sierra Leonean is the day this country move forward. Politicians, they always play the lives of the citizens.
This one from Mahmoud Ba. They say when you have a bloated wage bill, there is limited funding for infrastructure projects. I agree with Doc. A lot of positions in the government are duplicates.
Well, somebody says so too, Dr. Davis. The judiciary is not independent and the government is not ready to fight corruption because they are all corrupt. God bless Dr. Davis.
All right, this other one, they ask, can Edmond please say what it costs to have a storage facility for a country?
The last one we will take from Tijan M. Kaikai is say all what Edmond Abu is saying about this fuel issue, we were dragging our feet. Now look at the problem.
And Tijan Kaikai again say, I really admire Edmond for his knowledge on the fuel dealings in the country.
All right, from the messages, and they come back in the studio and engage with studio guests them. And we're gonna go just start with you, Edmond, for response to some of them comments then they.
Okay, firstly, this person they talk about I'll let this person question what they cost the government for or what they cost for get storage facility. Well, firstly, let's just educate the public. We total capacity of 230,000 metric ton of storage now get. So we need more for that textile. It varies, but I think on the cheap side you can get something like about $1 million per metric ton. You understand? And we need more storage for the marine oil and kerosene. Even the kerosene saying with the way how did they do them now one game post don't they do them for the past 20 years. So that they said they go for put them. So the for cost of storage really other company they build more, others don't build more, how you call them. I mean, that's a different bill more, the other hand they build more, but government needs for billions, sir. So it costs something like about $1 million or less per metric ton. So let's say, for instance, you want like a government wants $100,000 of storage. You can do unto BOT, government not get that money there because like I say.
Because that's how I ask you say if that will be a priority right now, if they're able for fund them.
You able, yes, but not just like the toll road na BOT. The airports na BOT, build, own, operate and transfer. So you can able not to government they pull from your money now, but you go take somebody and then can bill them. Then this other person they say to cut down. Okay, I think most of the question there. Okay, the effect on the people, of course, fuel like composite demand. It gets so many effects. So the only thing no more do ya me the big are the big old man. Me are the P which I can answer now for can big. Are the big old man, the keke rider. The Okada rider, the bus driver, you understand? Who get a lackluster transport ministry. Up to now, will not see. You see, this is not the problem.
I wish una cable go and interview the transport minister. And the transport price, again, for be proportionate. If you're not proportionate, let it just adjust. This is not the time we need for negotiate with the. Then they say, I take one again now 5,000 happy. You understand? Then let's go. But this not let constantly they engage, go na the parks them and beg them, say, na so. Take the police them. If possible, these are the times when government for to call the policeman now. Because the police they harass them. You understand? This is not the solution. So you they get a give-go system. Because you know when they continue, if you increase, the police they harass them, then you expect the keke and the bike to know for you need to work like that. So you let's go. Government on your side, just like what they say, do ya? Government need for reduce on some of the taxes there, so like cut down some of them. Then of course, like I tell you again, government get for pay attention to the plat, almost the price cost. Again, Fambulem, PL don't go up now the whole market. Yes, it's supposed to go up, but all land for let's go. If we not land for let's go, we no go into mama. Thank you very much. Then again, I tell you now about that person. Yeah, when you go protest now, you right. Death to America, but not use the green, white, and blue. Because when you use the green, white, and blue, Mr. Foreign Affairs Minister, pay attention to this. When I see government, America don't ban we. 14 away, Khadija not do, maybe not do. America don't ban we. For somebody in your own waiting. Tomorrow, let one no come begin say they want after people in back in America. Say, oh, no, can use green, white, and blue, and death to America. Trump no the joko, Trump no to my regular. So do you let pay attention? When you want protest, go protest as a Shiite or Sunni. Go protest. You say that, but not use green, white, and blue. Do you a big? Already we get so many issues in the country.
On the fuel again, Edmond, if governments not listen to some of them suggestions here, we don't make this morning, what do you foresee at the sector if the Middle East crisis continue? Well, we will continue for see this artificial scarcity. You need to see this scarcity in Liberia. You need to see an Ivory Coast. You need to see an Guinea. We'll continue for seeing because demand and then get the storage and then get the distribution. Government able for invest. So we'll continue for see that. And the more they increase that situation there for the government, it is sometimes not all time government can get appetite for increase really. To be fair enough with them, but not can get choice. They can tell you it's a choice between availability, affordability, and increment of price. Because when they squeeze you, they don't lock the station. And now the new one, the backward and carry they for supposed to try, we then say don't join the cartel now. You see? So that's a sad state. So for me, if I mean a pair, like I tell you, maybe this is not a state sector. This is not conman sector. You when the regulator, if for be super conman, in economies they also call more assuation. You get so many things the way you make like. Okay, if you not do this, I do this to you. I get this for you. You say I did this to you. Then do unto Zala. When Zala put a price on, then they begin go after her. They say Zala they cause fake fuel, Zala they invade tax, they begin to intimidate Zala. So people they want put the price on, doc. You imagine. People they want put the price down. Somebody go, the footages are there. They say, want put on nobody they threaten with. What are they you didn't see the post where they threaten? They go no more say, hey, put it if you not sell so. In fact, up to now, maybe Khadija, up to now, one station, they say, Edmond, one sell, but we don't watch no more. They can't get away. You as a regulator, you put surveillance now. What the government for do? This not ceiling, no, not ceiling, but you can sell below. PRA, if you come on a PRA, not to Edmond months. If you want for sale, somebody go say, okay, this is not fast month. Are they gonna, I call a pre bonanza. That's how like it starts. Then once as you see the start, you see the other hand there. Because take for instance, I don't care, maybe one station put in price down before the Maradi other not put it. Now so all my put in price on a regent. So when see that trade they continue, you see they put in price down. Simple as that. You don't need forfeit them. So now you said begin thing like Conman Institute, you Conman measure pay the go down. Right. You go down last year. Doc, you get message and response to.
Yes, maybe and Khadija. Thanks for getting out the message. I want to tell Fambul and say, first of all, the biggest risk where this economy face, or one of the big risks where this economy or this country face, we not even don't talk about how much. Now the risk that Salone will become a narco state. A narco state is states controlled by drug dealers. So we will not lose sight of that. Some of them, they say exchange rate looks stable and the like. Assessment is that there's a lot of drugs money floating in Salone. We know say they don't take Salone now as a major hub for trafficking drugs. So now we know that's a big danger to this country.
What statistics are the reference?
The West African Commission on Drugs, the USAID report, there are so many reports. We don't mention Salone or don't cite Salone as a drug trafficking hub, together with some other West African countries there. So that's a big deal. And we say they see them. We see how drugs they affect the youths them, but that's not just the consumption side. But then there's also the smuggling and trafficking side out. So we get out.
How they lose sight of that?
Well, I need a question for government, but we'll not see any action. Yeah.
So you say one thing where the citizen them for pay attention to now, now for let the country not become a narco state.
Yes.
It don't reach to that point where the state slowly they drive.
The fear say we head in that direction. You know.
What you bring about the fear aside
because
the reports that we just
reports and if you talk to anybody in the streets of Freetown or Salome, everybody know it in the go on the country. People they know. Yes, not a secret.
But normally they can say in any economy where drugs the flow, the economy not supposed for bad.
Well, now that center make it goes still bad because not to everybody they benefit and not a good thing in the first place. But that drugs money they probably contribute to the stability of the exchange rate. That's now my own assessment. So let me not take them as a victory or something for be happy about. There is a big danger behind all this. So now one key point or message or way family for bear in mind. People that know about this anyway, so it's not to.
So people that know, Doc, that will make her ask you the question. The security sector. What really then they do about this? Because if reports then equity don't cite so. The project Sierra Leone for being narco state, then the security sector is supposed to be worried.
Well, everybody's supposed to be worried. Every Sierra Leonean is supposed to be worried. Every true meaning patriotic Sierra Leonean is supposed to be worried. Me worried. I should say yourself go worry if you not been aware of this, or when you don't become aware of this, you go worry. Khadija and Mabel and Edmond, of course. Edmond very knowledgeable. He go know all that here.
Stories, Doc. We don't hear stories.
Knowledgeable.
We don't hear any stories about assassination.
Yes.
Assassinating people. The Alan Jallo case, although police no ever come out it and say something tangible to the public.
Yes.
And now just they talk about drug bill on them living in Sierra Leone.
That's the fear we all get. The fear that we all for be worried. You know, that's a big threat to the country, to the economy. Not just not just an economic problem, a social problem, a national problem. Then we all for be worried. Yes. Then to some of the other questions, I don't really come for comparing Eskroma in government to BO in government. I mean, things there are lapses, or there were lapses even in an Eskroma in government. So not to be a perfect government, and this is a perfect government. So now people already say this being happen during an Eskroma, this not happen now, and all the rest of it. But on the whole, an Eskroma in government may far better than this government. The economy be much stronger, prices. I repeat the example of this primary school teacher where within salary you go get 5 bag rice, maybe able to buy 5 bag rice during an Eskroma in time, but now 2.5 bag rice they buy. Yes, so that will not follow. These are just facts. Then I agree with Edmond and the viewers. Then we say the opposition for the talk more, but then. Social issues there, are there economic issues there?
The opposition.
Well, me they talk. I'm here. I not come officially as an opposition figure, but take this opportunity for talk about something where they affect the lives of ordinary people, like you say.
Doc, now in the whole, yeah?
Yes.
2018 to now 2026.
Yes.
How you go categorize Salone economy under the BO-led administration? The good, the bad, and the ugly side of them?
The good, before where they now is that Salone get potential. That don't get anything to do with the present government or the past government. Salone get a lot of potential still. We get all the meaning as them. We don't talk about gold, diamonds, bauxite. We get fisheries, we get other natural resources, we get forestry, we get tourism attraction. So that are the good, but linked to the BO government or to the past government. And not just the natural factor.
Administration, no good side, no day of the economy.
They probably announce a few things will be for be good if they may achieve them. They announce free education, but it turned out not for be free. It turned out for be still expensive because parents then they pay for exam fees, then they pay all kind of fees besides tuition fees. So they announce feed salon is good for feed salon, but the people they starve. People in the big natrit, and they know the country still import a lot of food. So I wonder who that feed salon they feed. So then they announce a few things very good, but the implementation terrible. That had the problem. And the bad and the ugly, drugs. Now one problem we face that this country they affect all aspects of your life, the economy or social life or the young people, the more people and they die in the streets. Youths and they die, they see they pass the so foot, and if they die in the street. So the bad, that ain't to bad, that ain't to ugly self, that ain't horrible. If I don't know screw what they're going to use for translate horrible, So things tough, and the opposition, as Edmond is saying, as some viewers then he say, then for the talk about them things there.
So you're the unofficial opposition.
Me not official.
He's an aspirant.
Yes, me not an aspirant. Me not
aspirant.
Yeah.
They big market you.
Okay.
So back
Under
to
the APC, right?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
This is 2026.
Yes.
Say 2028 the nation for going to elections.
Yes.
As an economist,
Yes.
what you go say government need for do within this short period? We know say they're not go fix something, but for make things better.
Let them reduce the size of the government. Let them cut the number of ministers into less than 20. You need about probably 16, 17 ministers only.
This is what you politicians say when
Would
you're
that-
in opposition.
Me?
President Bio now said the same thing when he was in opposition. And here you are now, they recommend the same thing.
We are lectured for many years at Fabi College. I don't work abroad. I get a strong reputation for being a man of integrity, for being a man of your word.
And you never take government money.
I never take government money.
If commission,
Not me, I clean.
So not clean, man.
Edmond,
Edmond, coming back to this fuel issue, it's really serious because now with all the struggles we the citizen they go through. For example, now you pay Guma Valley for care water for you. Guma they say they not get diesel. EDSA, they already in a bad state. Yesterday we see them pull timetable for begin do load shedding. We not say government they get car power ship fuel. Fuel no dey. At that situation the government and the people of Sierra Leone fend themselves now.
One of the things the way the PRA for don't do, because we're going to call fuel oil. Fuel oil, na the time and machine that they use, 9 kappa they use. It's really high. They put some very like they always say malancorrect, but mine not the same. But they don't. So again, the economic crunch they buy is Khadija all over, including America. That I can tell now for sure. So governments in business, wait me the big president being government. Number one, president be stop this travel, minimize your travel, cut down on your budget, cut down on your public spending, cut down in a whole lot. You see, economy just about like mortal man. If things they go tough, if that man plans go buy 2-3 cake and they cut down according to how you they earn. So for me, I think say one of the things that we mean if they not take away now, if anything they will talk where the government not see or where the public not see, President Bio cut down. In fact, even the fair cheat way they give people now. If you plan give a public official 40 liters per week, cut them down to 10 liters per week. Because most of them are burden. And already, for instance, you dey pay paramount chief them. Being a paramount chief speaking. But the money we spend to and mark you, this not be ever in our budget, so they don't introduce all down in the budget for convenience. Cut down. So let government begin to spending cut. Recently, Dramani Mahama, what he don't do? Now that they don't institute, he say, imagine Dramani Mahama is doing very, very, very well than we. But you don't cut some of them tears, so man. Because when once you see begin cut down, you begin reduce you don't begin cut down on your spending, maybe. Then you don't get pressure again for the tax bracket need to open because you don't know, so you don't begin cut down. But when once you see you're not able to cut down on them public spending, and they find out say the tax bracket is wide open. If I defend all, if I even able to for tax the oxygen, safe like that. So that is why government for ready now. Do you me are the big? Me I not say I ugly. I not say me I not sabi talk. I not say me I war. But they are president deal. Do you? Cut down some. Look at way like I go now one instance. You know now they ask for statistics. I told I say Western area, resident minister Western area. From where they no one they talk nothing. They are not doing absolutely anything. So many things in the president bill don't do good. Of course, for instance, he don't liberalize the sector a little. We get more. They don't give more license. Unlike today, that this particular sector, you understand, you don't get much more players than now, and PRA don't make it easy for like possible get petrol station, which is also good. But the big elephant in the room, they're still not able for get storage. Don't talk about narcotic. You see, I want to say something where I hate for C, but I need for C. Economies nowadays, almost all economies, including America, you know, drugs not very bad. The drugs when illegally they're against. Now that's small drugs, and then kush, then small one. Khadija, maybe real narco economy. Doc, maybe I will disagree with you on this. In fact, it is stabilized economy in the old exchange rate. Because one thing, that drugs is that narcotic, pomanitica. They see they say one small half one 500,000. So me no know. That na money man they take her. And when they the worker, na the sea. You understand? It generates. Doc, I want to let you take this to that textbook. I want to learn new economic. You understand? Eh? Mm-hmm. When you look at the America, you look at them Trump. Two boy this is so not go get money. No, this is a fact. The way you can act for talk. You understand? Me problem what get to this government and some of them government they are so that when you make the drug money, you begin put them for me. I imagine if me be finance minister Khadija, drug money. Then narcotic. And I talk about them push away the kilo. Then one the way there when I go for take and attend the world done. Then money man drug them. But and they make sure say the gun in the wet. And they take that money on the informal sector on the sideline and begin pump loan there. Let money day. 50 fata all side, the all man gets. You understand? Not to the real economy, not to the
so the one the way allegedly they do right now, they don't sabi do them well.
No, okay, if I was the finance minister, no, not sabi do them well. How you do them? Because I tell you so that dog, then narcotic permanent out. The real narcotic economy permanent out. America do now. America where they get make so which one the one look one drug be on. He look at this recently again pardon. Because the man, you know what the man they count to her. So some of them say, I say for instance, you get like $3 million, get 16 political districts. You understand? You take that money there. You say, okay, you know, it's on all body. If Edmond was the finance minister, on all body count $500,000. On a can put on his baskets.
Well, maybe the finance minister not aware of some of them here.
Well, now because you know, sabi the street economy. This economy is so you get forget the street economy. If you really get not to the book, the one way doctors are that street economy in the.
So in all of this crisis. Where the
me not born again believer. I need to take go. I need to smoke safe. Let us not miss it. I'm just talking about how to make the go wet. Yes, Khadija, sorry. So man go be giving say Edmond a drop on.
So in all of these crisis, petroleum crisis, where the country they go through now, what's the role of the media? What's in the media for playing this?
Yes, the media. I think we need for educate the media more. The media not to understand. Now, let me say what native consultant of late. What native consultant for educate the media. So now go ask the right question. I get bloggers, I get media they take time. I get money within the APC where I take me time for calculate the entire to them. Some of them don't understand now. Then they pass 1 million man march. You understand? So we roll now for educate the public. So if Khadija don't understand, say like we talk now, say government look me sabi Khadija. So anything with the host, any one of them say, why you increase this one? They're not able to answer that question then the next thing I want to let Khadija for the ask now, ask the PRA. This price the formula where? Give way and back. What it drive the price at 35? Yes, we agree. Yes, Iran worthy. Yes, justifiable. So we all in there now for educate the media. Recently, when governments do well on this of decentralizing, which is marvelous. We all see. I call Mabel. I say we need for support government on this. Government do a lot of things away good. Yeah, if you good. Khadija, I will be the first. Now me going to go first myself say I want let the public know. Now me antina sana ma volunteer for common Kabbalah. Matu. It taking driving license, taking book which is very fantastic by the bio-led government. I like that and I give compliment to them. But my brother sister, most of the things the way the government they do on this macro, on this major side, on this superstructure, government really need for. They really need for look at the street economy. They really need for look at the thing them. So that
the office economy no more.
The street economy. Okay, let's go now with the street economy. Before now, before 1960, you know the British man they harass them gambler then. Gambling now, you know say gambling illegal. Gambling is illegal. But when the British government comes to, it's like say this gamble business. Money they do. And then begin tax. You be ever be no say they play mercury openly. Suddenly, you know, to be get. Now, waiting government, okay, you know, waiting on a camera. If they tell you the tax way gambling, betting company, now they don't book. That now called street economy. You know the money. So also with narcotic, as much as I need the income, but if you don't know say this thing illegal, you dey do am one kind way. Not to the one way they affect them cushion, not to them small, then long play, then 224, not to them they are the talk. Then the government for crack down on that heavily. Government for make sure say get rehab center, you know, for entertainer at any one stretch. But maybe Khadija, that one where the money man did take. What did they take na America, na Lebanon, na India? Then cocaine. Then they, if na me na finance minister, they interfere the bra. On a can. This is not normal. This is not a formal one. On a can. This is the informal economy. On a can put this thing on a can. We know with the sea and the sea. So you know it in on a cam.
But you know if that did happen.
Yeah, because that's how I feel.
You know that
they said that Dutch man did.
Edmond.
What do you say? What do you say?
Well, they say they. Evidence they don't say they say they.
So that they happen and me, you don't know.
Yeah, well, so when I make they say if it happen, so say na few pocket the money they go. Because they say no, this law no exposure. Let me be a Khadija no. Well, for me, if I mean the finance minister, they say you know what thing. Come, I don't mainstream this thing because right now the guns, I want let the guns soak. You know it splash out. Okay, maybe dash thing. Just give people a loan all over the place. If they see the place they wet, so man.
So you get one popular. Now you dream dandy. Now you dream dandy.
This is not you. You know that the problem. That this book plenty.
Maybe I like coming here briefly. The big danger with narcotics and with drug dealers is that they can take over the state.
Edmond say not to book.
No, so these are practical things. They can take over the state. You see what happened in Mexico when they kill one of them drug dealers. Them you see the kind of violence will happen when they then just go on in supporters them. Then just go on the rampage, begin to burn cars, then kill people.
Mexico,
the risk of allowing drugs for spread, not just the one way they take in the country, but for using the country as a drug trafficking hub, is one bad reputation. The country reputation.
Yeah, true, but what illegally?
No, wait.
You don't institutional.
No, not to one person. I don't think refer to one person. It can spread. It can even get worse than let it be now. And then they can take over the state. That are the biggest danger. They can take over key state institutions. That are the biggest danger.
I want to tell you something. Doc, I want to upgrade a little. You know, say them guys, they almost before now, for the past 20 years, you know, say them they all over. When I remember that cocaine point, they say na chemo see the counter. You see, say na till this thing starts. Or you think say Solomon Bera them money they be the give.
But we need for stop.
Yeah, anyway. No. That's what you say. Not for today. This na thing where Edmond. Me don't go jail for. I don't write against drug pump pack about it. Can go.
We will find some candidates.
So, I'm against it. But the issue is, the thing they like you don't know say now say. This year, America, they all the Panama. But, you know, they make like settle. You know, settle like the ground. And the West Coast, they use. Like Now this West Coast, now the traffic the thing. You understand? This time from shipment, and sometimes you not to say you country.
Anyways,
what you do now? You dey interfere there. But our money, me country our money. What you do now? Begin reduce tax. You go to the other Jebu side and go catch money there. Jebu economics.
Everybody looks at it. It looks at it.
No, that's it. This is how America they operate. You go shop on
for investigation.
Okay, bro. When you go Rwanda,
yes.
Now Rwanda they need no what to make that man prosperous. The man go thief timber. Nadia Congo, they go thief diamond. Then the man inside in country, they count. We just one time I go to the airport, the dollar just kind of jet, kind of na Kigali, boom. Then they offload. Oh, dollar they will flow. And this man na land no country, the man no get no mineral. Guess what? They say the man get the best economy. The citizens they cannot say what the man involved back. There is no state capture, but the man able for sutra, able go take sutra, and you dey compare Rwanda as alone. You will not the pan drugs, so you will not the pan for go 15 man other country. You in at the best. Wait, you don't look and say they say the best. So why you not go for goal? So let's say you are aspirant now. You see, I they control them. I they control gambling.
Okay.
Economy. The street economics. Maybe don't forget them.
We go first.
Street economics.
We just hope so.
That's what you need for the can't teach you, bro. This because of that street economy.
No, for investigation.
Anyone know here is something.
As I tell you, there's small drugs then 224 long play, molly. There's small one then. Attacker, feta. Then you know for Jokuta. You for feta with every
fiber.
But
drugs not drugs.
Then when I don't want to get a wrong. When I need adult education, but now don't want to get a wrong.
But there are implications to the state.
Well, this is the thing. The implication they did nako. The one way dear. When I be there, able to be come up. You see poverty taker. You create, you get the money. Then they go for take and tell the dunya door. So what is I don't tell them about gambling. The man will give me the economy, I need money. I don't know say, well, when they say okay, gamble, I make a legal now. Come.
But how you go use drugs money for run estate? Drugs money for run estate.
You need to make God hey, but now this country day. The 2007 election, where someone bear the campaign, the command they were CBN, they be this if I be money, and they be the supporter.
Then not to people begin to suspect politicians they will get money, please. Public program. Public program now.
Money they have to stop people to say come on.
So for Edmond, as the state one.
Yeah.
No, not to the one. No, not to the one. No, but not to the state one. Now, how you make these people their life better? I don't mean
with dirty money.
When we go to Rwanda, what I see, it make me mind about economics. Now, no see, na textbook with the land. What me see na Rwanda, what I see America they do. America, this America, which one they make like say this and that they fed do. What I see na Nigeria, you go shock over. You know, I guess what they happen in Nigeria, where any opposition break, any governor will break, they get $5 million. That's I say, what's this money they come up? So it don't take like almost half of the governor there. So APC assure say they for win the next elections. Who said this money?
Not Nigeria because it's not to APC that's alone.
No, I'm talking about the APC Nigeria.
Yeah, there's no for be clear.
The next question is marking against security. The next question is who said at the beginning? Who said this money? How this man get the money? And they say politician and money no clean no, and they don't say that they say. But I'm just saying, you government, if you don't know say this thing, na so you go, na so you go. You don't face the way they kill. You don't face the money mayon. Khadija, there is nothing because the man they do am, you know will stop her. So what you do? You say go inside there. But this year, me I know what you do now. I don't talk about the oil market there. You they facing them. That this now na profit. You they show them almost na the profits. You don't like them on that side. Okay. The next thing, una do a big at the big. Una say put on our profit down.
They tell the caps at this show, then go for engage you.
Somebody know say what him before and today they tell us say the informal economy, the street economy, una for make and right. How for make the I think say you know the APC government, you know to elect the APC politician, they know say they thief. What did they do? They take 2-3 money, they go spread up and then they bullet them and she. They see them about the if you joke with them politician they kill. Because they don't take small, they don't go gig that them their society. You know they don't make all man look happy. They don't know say what will happen. So all you need for do is how can you stay afloat? What in doc it will cost you for let you economic collapse, you able pay rent, you able pay there, you able pay this, then you dey go after lifeline product.
No, we go
going after lifeline.
This is not a political campaign, but I want to show you say under my own presidency, it go be, the money where they flow in this country go be clean money. Drugs na danger to society, na danger to the world. We're not going to encourage drugs.
What is under a presidency? Now you got to win the flag bearer.
That is for sure.
Honest man.
Yeah.
Don't forget a honest bag.
Alright, for end this show. We'll find another time for any discussion, please. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Well, now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. It's been an interesting morning with two gentlemen. Then Edmar Abu talk on this fuel crisis, and also Dr. Victor Davis, when I'm an economist, and also in a vie for the APC flag bearer position, he believes in Enge for be the next APC flag bearer. Many thanks to all and to the entire team we support we for bringing this edition come to you. Mina Khadija Bangwa, they say have a good day.
All right, well, till we meet again, Mabel Kabade, get a lovely day and continue to watch Liberty Online TV. Goodbye.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
It's Labor Day. After all the grind, stress, and queries at the office, it's time to ease your brain, laugh out loud, and feel like the CEO. Laugh with Kido and my hustle will make sense on Labor Day, Friday, May 1st, 2026. Venue, prestigious Bintu Money Hotel, 7 p.m. Ticket prices, Kido, 500 millions. Answer, 1,000 millions. I mean, table for 4, 10,000 millions. Adil, table for 8, 20,000 millions. You don't buy yourself plenty. Now come and laugh. No excuse. Media partner, Liberty Online TV, and cooked by Eminence Africa.
I say, it don't make sense. I don't make sense.
Wise men bank with UBA.
Wise women too with UBA.
School pupils in Sierra Leone, do you have a creative writing skills? Would you love to win a brand new laptop and a scholarship grant worth up to 50,000 new leones? Then, this is your moment. The UBA Foundation, with support from UBA Sierra Leone, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, is proudly launching the 5th edition of the 2025-2026 UBA National Essay Competition, as the UBA Sierra Leone has teamed up with the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ, to make it bigger and better. Are you a senior secondary school pupil anywhere in Sierra Leone? Then get ready to showcase your ideas. Write a handwritten essay of not more than 500 words on the topic gender-based violence in schools, causes, consequences, and solutions. And yes, the rewards are exciting. First prize, a brand new laptop plus a 50,000 New Leones scholarship grant. Second prize, 30,000 New Leones. And third prize, 20,000 New Leones. Remember, your essay must be handwritten, not typed. Upon submission, please include your full name, passport photograph, your age, town and district, school name, and of course, the name and phone number of your parent, guardian, or teacher. Submit your essay at any UBA branch, MBSSE regional office nationwide, or the ILRAJ office, or send us a scanned copy to cfc-leon@ubagroup.com. For more information, please call us on 078 200 200 or 099 22 11 22. Deadline for submission, April 30th, 2026. So, sharpen your pen, share your ideas, and be the voice for change. Visual impaired students are also encouraged to apply. The UBA Foundation National Essay Competition, Unlocking Young Talent and Shaping the Leaders of Tomorrow. Write it, submit it, win it.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.